Welcome to But What Do I Know, where we are going to explore the spiritual journey, the path of initiation, and how it is we actually go about expanding our consciousness. Please like, follow, share, and feel free to comment. Today, I'd like to ponder on the need to study what is esoteric. It is said the initiate starts to think in terms of energy. What you see with your eyes, what we see with our eyes, is the result of a conglomerate of energies. When we can think in terms of energy and the 7 rays, we can then begin to understand what is happening here and how it will affect our spiritual progress, because we're all starting from this point that we sit at. And if we're in a restaurant downtown from wherever you are, which is where I just came from, there's 100 people in this place, and if the same energy came in and hit us all on, say, the astral plane or on the emotional level, if the second ray energy of love, wisdom came and hit that, Christ energy, we would all express that energy that hit us differently based on our beingness, our cumulative beingness in our person as we are each in that moment, and as we are growing and who we are. This is just it's so interesting, because we tend to think in terms of ourselves, but we really need to think in terms of the whole. Now, a restaurant, a single restaurant's not thinking of the whole, but it'll give us an idea. And what I mean by that is some people are going to inevitably be affected in different ways. Those who are leaning right are going to be pushed more right on the right-hand path, and those leaning left-leaning will be pushed more towards the left-hand path. And with all of the nuances of the individual and their astrology and ray structure, and along with their life patterns and their conditioning. So if Christ energy hit us all, as it supposedly did in 1966, which generated both the free love and hippie type movement, and it also stimulated the riots in other places. So in that, you can see the direction that a single restaurant may take, and then we can zoom out further and consider the whole from there. But everybody's going to be affected different. The key thing being your recognition of the energy as it comes through, and your recognition of how it's playing out in each of our lives. Now, why am I saying this? Where did this come from? This came into my contemplation because I was trying to work out how to explain that many of these spiritual teachers are telling people that we're ascending. You're ascending into 4 and 5D. Well, without the understanding of energy, you may be able to put a blanket statement out like that. But once the energy is understood, you will understand that if new energy comes in, it is certainly opportunity for us to build it in. But you have to recognize that we're all different. Our structures are different. And each person in the restaurant with you is at a different level of evolution. To think that they're all, just because they're good people, going to jump up to a 4 and 5D, that is dangerous. They cannot handle that level of energy. All sorts of disease would prevail from that, from somebody receiving that much energy at one time. That madness would is a potential in that case. This is not without your participation from the level that you are sitting at when it comes in. Your level of focus, dedication, participation, your willingness to tread the path, the amount of time that you're going to dedicate to it, how you're going to express that energy, and in turn be able to build more of this energy in with the potential of going higher in consciousness, certainly, and expanding and potentially taking initiations that you're in line for. But time is needed to build the energies in, to raise the energies. When we start thinking in terms of energy, we're thinking in terms of the chakras. And not only do they need to be turned on individually, and blockages removed before energy can flow freely. And that energy then needs to be raised. So when we start to look past this outer expression and think in terms of energy, then, that's where this goes. That's where the path goes. It's what Tesla said. It's what they've all said. Higher, we're going higher in frequency, higher vibration equals higher consciousness, more expansive consciousness, more information to be known. But what do I know? And now we are getting up into the mental plane, and we're staying away from the emotional. And we're able to start walking on the water at that point. So day 2, why we study the esoteric. This is why, you ask your soul, based on what we talked about today, about whether you need to individually do the work or not. And I think you'll get what you need from that. Okay. Be blessed, friends. See you soon.